Coronation Street star Vicky Myers has told fans they'll have to wait, as she also offered an update on her on-screen wedding. Fans of the ITV soap know that #he actress's beloved character, Lisa Swain, recently popped the question to girlfriend Carla Connor following her failed proposal attempts. The suspense had been building as those who follow Corrie were made aware that the Underworld Factory BOSS was set to pop the question, just a couple of months after she turned down Lisa's "Marry Me" request. At the time, Carla didn't want to accept Lisa's proposal as it came in the immediate #8 aftermath of her losing her colleague, PC Craig Tinker, in the line of duty following a shock attack by Mick Michaelis. Months later, and Carla wanted to seal the deal with Lisa and set about planning her own proposal, only for the FI #IST to be halted as Lee's #a revealed how her ex-wife Becky proposed, and it was in the same way, before her next attempt, which came with Betsy's help, was interrupted by David Platt and the neighbors' bin wars. But the confrontation about the recycling uncovered Carla's notes about Tia Warderly, the name given to her by Logan Radcliffe as she searched for some answers about Lisa's late wife, who has #ins returned from the dead, having not died in the line of duty at all. But Lisa used the angst with her partner as part of her plan, and with the help of Ryan Connor, she set up her own way of popping the question. At Underworld, staff usher Ed Carla outside to the sound of sirens as the police arrived, only to find Ryan poking his head out of the police car before a uniform-clad Lisa stepped out of her car. With Carla slightly nervous, but giddy, about what was unfolding, Lisa proceeded to ask Carla to marry her, with a growing audience on the famous street, by dropping down to one knee. Carla was also tossed her ring box by Betsy, and she then pulled Lisa to her feet and the pair exchanged rings, while the onlookers cheered. Now, in a new interview with Inside Soap, Vicky was asked what his dream for the Connor Swains in 2026, to which she replied, "Happy #ness and joy, but I think that might have to wait a little longer. The story has to be told. It would be great to have a #Swalla wedding, not in Ibiza, not in the Lake District, actually in Weatherfield. A drama-free, loved-up wedding with everybody there to watch these two women celebrate their union forever." She then added, "Lisa needs someone to walk her down the aisle, maybe Ryan." But the future is still looking rocky, with Vicky previously admitting that the storyline involving Becky's return after 4 years needing to play out. Speaking to Digital Spy at the 2025 Inside Soap Awards, the soap star, while trying not to give too much away, said, "I don't know if I can reassure them about much, to be fair. We know that Becky is back and there's a lot to unpack with that. There's still obviously 20 years of history between Lisa and Becky. And obviously Becky is Betsy's mum, so this has #LLY thrown a spanner in the works, to put it lightly. So I think it's going to be really interesting for the viewers to watch this whole dynamic play out. To have that understanding as to this history that they've got together, where they were 20 years ago, and what was happening when these two #EN found something in each other and had to wait to get married. They got married and had a child, so there's a lot to come.